What is going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Solana. As you guys know, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. As you guys can see here, it's a $125 ticker display that we're going to be drawing on Sunday, so stick around for then. All you have to do to enter is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed, as I will be checking, and if you're not subscribed, you won't win one of these, but just comment those two things and you will be entered. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video is the recent trends that are happening within most of these major cryptocurrencies. Prices are actually starting to retest the top resistance once again as we're starting to battle out with the top trend line. Hopefully, within the next couple of days, we'll be able to pressure through the price ceiling and break through, but I do believe it's going to happen soon. We also have to tweak a few charts to kind of, even ourselves out with the way the other altcoins and cryptocurrencies are looking at. So we are still going to be learning and trying to figure out when this breakout is coming, because it is, and it will be very violent and big, what I think, to the upside. So stick around. Otherwise, today's video is sponsored by Spectra. So if you guys are looking for a very cool and unique exchange out there that might be different than ones we currently use, definitely stick around to the end of today's video, as we will be checking out the Spectra exchange and all their crypto trading pairs that are offered. Otherwise, if you are new, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so there's a lot to talk about in today's video. Market is currently up 2.43%. We're about 0.08 trillion above the $2 trillion market that we did reach. Top 10 cryptocurrencies look okay. Pretty much just consolidating. Some cryptos are up a little bit more than others. Obviously, Bitcoin and Binance Coin are up about 3 to 5%. But for the majority of cryptos, it's maybe about 0 to 1.5%. Not really seeing anything crazy happening within the markets currently. But what I've noticed actually by looking at a lot of these charts, for the most part, the cryptos that we do have pulled up to actually use as indicators seem to all be retesting that top resistance, except for Bitcoin, which I think we need to tweak our chart ever so slightly. So you saw XRP hitting its top resistance right here. We have Ethereum hitting its top resistance. We have Solana just exploding up. There's really nowhere to discover or figure out where the top resistance is besides using maybe daily, weekly, and monthly charts. But Bitcoin is, as far as we understood yesterday, above the price resistance that we had. We said 48.5K was a good buying opportunity. It still is, honestly, if you ask me, but I do think I have to move this slightly up just to pretty much correlate with the rest of the cryptocurrencies. So by extending this up just a little bit, now don't freak out on me here, it still lines up very well with the price ceiling and neckline right here from prior movements back in early, March into April. But you can see that we're still in a higher low formation, and look at how well it lines up now with the other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum as well as XRP. I'm also noticing the possibilities of slightly tweaking the charts like this. I don't know how accurate this is going to be with the way the markets have been moving before. I'm still not too worried, and I have no problem leaving it like this for right now. But for the most part, there still is this neckline that has to be broken and that price ceiling that has to be broken before we really dive into these cryptocurrencies. I did buy into Bitcoin a little too early, which is okay. I still bought in at 48.5, as I said yesterday, but I'm waiting to see right now kind of what plays out, and still for those that haven't yet bought in and are waiting to, realistically what I'm probably going to do is I'll probably end up getting liquidated. It is fine, I bought in a little too early, but we're looking for prices to actually breach through that neckline and through that price ceiling so we can capitalize off these runs. You can see there's a big powerhouse play that's coming for Bitcoin and these major cryptocurrencies if and when we do decide to breach through that top resistance. What I'm referring to is the fact that you can see how much of an explosion and volume we tend to get above these resistance levels. This price ceiling right here is clearly capped. Prices, yes, are overbought, but they were overbought when we were retesting that resistance as well. You'll notice right here, we were still testing the overbought levels, and then we broke up even higher, and that happened as well multiple times right here in this area. And then as you can see, we're still kind of battling that neckline and that resistance at the top here, waiting for confirmation of a breach. There's other, options to how long is this XRP chart going to extend out for, like how much more trading are we going to see. As you can see, long term, there are a few trends we could pay attention to. I mean, this could be a much bigger triangle, symmetrical triangle here, using this as a solid support level. It's very possible. There's also ideas that maybe we bottomed out at this bottom support here, the double bottom, and maybe we're not going to use that. We're going to use this support here, trend in here, then breach through the top resistance. Regardless of how this coin wants to play out, we do know that there's clearly a cap. There's clearly a resistance level right there that we need to confirm a breach above before we can buy in and expect to see prices move up to $1, $2, or sorry, $2, $2.50, and so on and so forth. You can see there's the clear reversal formation right there. We're just waiting for that confirmation once again to happen. But it's very interesting. I mean, there's definitely different ways that we could play out right here, but mainly before we buy in and throw a lot of money into it, we have to wait to confirm the breach above that resistance. Obviously, we're getting close to seeing potential reversal. We'll see how exactly that plays out. I'd like to see how today kind of closes. There's a chance, granted, that we are still overbought, that we could slowly come back down to the support level here and then fill in this gap. There's a very big opportunity there that could happen. Obviously, if you guys wanted to get ready for a short, that's still an opportunity. But regardless, no matter how long we trade out, we're not really going to see any price action until we confirm how we're going to play around with this, $1.30 resistance level. Even if there is still consolidation, this is the price that's keeping us down. And once we can confirm a breach above that, that's when we're going to see that big volume injection into the market. And that's what I'm waiting for, that big run as a conservative trader. Obviously, if you're an aggressive one, you can play around a little earlier, but now, when you extend things over, notice we have a pretty wide chart for the daily charts on XRP, but for Ethereum and these other cryptocurrencies, notice this is much shorter. Ethereum is much shorter. Even Bitcoin is much shorter. So I do believe that the next run is going to be quicker than I had anticipated, or quicker than XRP is anticipating. Noticing with Ethereum, XRP, they're all hitting its resistance. Ethereum hitting resistance. Bitcoin hitting resistance once again. But notice they're all creating these higher low formations. Like, regardless of how you look at it, there's still higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low again. And these are all, setting us up to pump higher. And hopefully we can keep that movement and break through and rally on up to retesting all-time highs, which I believe is coming for these markets. Even Ethereum clearly capped at its resistance level. Right here, you can see this is the problem zone that this coin is having, and we're waiting for that confirmation to break us above there. So that's pretty much how you have to play this market right now. That's how I'm playing this market right now, is not to touch it really until we can get that confirmation breach. Obviously, there's a chance we could break through our bottom support and dump. There's a very big opportunity, not necessarily opportunity, possibility that we could swing all the way back down to our bottom support. But with the way these markets have been trading, with the confirmed double bottom, it seems less likely to reverse downwards, especially with all the volume coming back into this market, than for us to swing up. I'm leaning more towards a bullish rally than towards a short to the downside, but we still have to be prepared. It's pretty much waiting to see how we play out with this. If you're ready to confirm a short, I'd pretty much wait till we blow below 870, this support level right here, because that would pretty much indicate that we've broken through our prior higher low formation. You can see kind of how we're playing out here. And if we started a dump, we'd be lower than the last high. So really what it comes down to is how we play out with this resistance level right here. Clearly, it's a big problem for Ethereum. You can see it over here as well. So really what we're waiting for is confirmation, which I think is going to come very soon. I think it's going to come much earlier than if you were to just base judgment off of the XRP charts. Even here, you can still see higher low formations. I'm waiting for this to breach so we can continue that pattern upwards, eventually testing 37 and then 4,400 and so on and so forth. But it's going to come and it's going to be big. And the second we see confirmation above there, it's going to be a big run to the upside. So that's what we're waiting for. Let's wait for prices to break us above there, and let's wait to close above there, because and there's still that chance that we could see this, close up here. It could close the daily right here, because the second we can confirm a break, we haven't really had many candles here, so we're going to have to see how we want to go around that. Even on the 4-hour, you're not really seeing any confirmations of a close at all above that resistance. So maybe if we see a 4-hour close us above, I'd say like $500 at $3,400, we could then buy in and rally it up and take that risk. That's still a big possibility. And then just create a stop loss here, buy in when 4-hour closes above, and go from there. Now, even though we tweaked the Bitcoin chart slightly, everything is still on track. The only confirmation is when that volume is going to, inject into the market and we see the big run to the upside. But really what we're waiting for, again, you can clearly see higher low formations. All we're having problems with right now is that resistance, but there still is a trend. Notice here, since we've bounced off, since we've, gained enough volume, we've floated downwards, we've retested the bottom support, we broke bullish, we shot back up, creating higher low formations. It's a very good sign moving forward. Regardless, even though we're retesting overbought, notice we've been doing it multiple times. Last time we retested it was July 31st. We were overbought at 42. We consolidated a little bit to this uptrend. We broke bullish, consolidated a little bit again, hitting overbought, and now we're going to continue that pattern. So we're looking for a confirmation to flip us above this neckline right here, above that price ceiling. We don't really have necessarily a double bottom like the other cryptos did, but there was some sort of consolidation into this bottom support at 30K, which allowed us to pump higher. And long term, once again, TradingView deleting my support levels, which seems to be a common thing here, there is an uptrend, a long-term uptrend that hopefully you guys are starting to notice is on this coin. Just want to kind of tweak it like this. And that's pretty much something that I'm going off of fairly well. You can see on the daily here kind of how that looks now. You can see the supports we've had at the bottom here. Let me just, gradually slide it down. It depends on how you want to go around this support level, but they're on most of the cryptocurrencies. It's not necessarily something like that. I mean, there is still one there, but more so something like this that we're using as a support to pump higher. You can kind of see how we're going around this. So there is still some sort of uptrend. We're bouncing off these support levels. We're starting to pump higher. That's really what I'm looking for. And basically the confirmation of a breach. Yeah, TradingView really deleted all my support levels right here. And you can see this being the kind of trend line on the downside, which is showing lower high formations. And in some way, we are starting to consolidate up. But ultimately, the higher low formations on here, the way this ascending fractal is forming, I believe very soon that we're going to breach through that top resistance once again and start to pump to the upside. So really waiting to break above 49K now. We moved it up from 48.5 to like 49K. You can see where these problem zones are. Would allow us hopefully to break it to the upside. I guess we could, if you really want to play it safe, if we can close above 50K and play it as a conservative mindset, if we break above that 50K level, we should get that volume we're looking for to shoot us back up to retesting all-time highs. But I do and strongly believe that by the end of 2021 into 2022, we should be seeing, retests of all-time highs within Bitcoin. Lastly, for Solana, just exploding to the upside. Let's see if it's overbought on the weekly. Yes, it is. Very hard to pretty much envision how we are going to go around trading Solana. It's pretty much people just buying in and, running with it to the upside. It's hard to say. But realistically, I mean, yeah, we could move up higher, but at some point we are going to come back down and retest some sort of support here and slowly make our way in history into the future. Very similar to what Ethereum did. Ethereum, which has a beautiful support and uptrend here. You can see at some point it did rally up to the upside, and we could still see Solana do the same thing. But at some point or another, it does come back down, and we do get another opportunity to buy in, and that's really what I'd look for within Solana. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. S&P 500 looks good. We closed at another good level here. You can see we're still making these bottom supports, just lowering ourselves a little bit to pump higher. So I do believe within the next couple of days, we will be going right back up and retesting new highs within the S&P 500. Otherwise, guys, let's talk about Spectra really quick. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Spectra.ai for sponsoring today's episode. For those that don't know what Spectra is, it's basically a high-frequency, low-risk trading platform that's brokerless, as well as having tons of different trading pairs on their website. Now, I did link them in the description down below. Definitely make sure to check them out. For those based in the US, you might actually have to use a VPN or Tor. That's what I'm currently using because I wasn't able to access it on Safari or Chrome, so just keep that in mind. But now, moving forward on their website, a few things to check out. I just wanted to go through here. They have quite a bit of payment solutions. They offer tons of different ways to actually purchase cryptocurrency, a lot more than I've actually ever seen on a website. Tons and tons and tons of different ways to actually purchase cryptocurrency from, US dollars or fiat cryptocurrency. Moving forward, you can see it's basically no broker. Using unique crowdsourced technology, traders can trade directly against Spectra's pool of liquidity or against other traders directly in the online trading universe. There's no shady brokers. keylogger is just a set of audited, secure smart contracts, no deposits, as well as the Sharia compliant state-of-art verification, and so on and so forth. They also have a free demo account or simulator, as most of you would probably know by now. And just, scrolling through here so you guys can get a general understanding of what exactly the website looks like. Now, what I really want to show you guys is their assets, and then we'll talk about the affiliates in a second. But basically, what Spectra offers is a ton of different types of cryptocurrency, as well as just asset trading pairs that aren't really offered on any other exchanges. So you can see you can trade in real-time currency pairs of commodities, plus reverse futures and historical currency data, all from a single account. You can see here digital contracts and covered CFDs, trade without actually owning the financial instrument of which the contract is based, speculate on futures, up and down market price movements, trade the most liquid market in the world, the foreign exchange market, so on and so forth. And then you can see they have Forex, so you guys can buy, sell, and trade a variety of different global currencies to take part in the world's largest, most liquid markets on average daily exceeding 5 trillion. And then they have commodities right here. So you can trade popular commodities, gold, silver, so on and so forth. They have crypto, obviously tons of different altcoins and cryptocurrencies to trade, epics, and then reverse futures. And you can see the digital contracts maximum payout. Basically, all of these, you have the digital contracts. You could choose all the different Forex, currency pairs. We have commodities here, silver, gold, crypto. They have tons. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Litecoin, Monero. Epics right here. And then they have the reverse futures, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Twitter, so on and so forth. Now, I want to just lastly wrap it up by looking at their affiliate platform really quick. You can see they do have an affiliate program here, generate a healthy passive income, as you know, by most exchanges, by sending traffic to the website to actually review. So you can see instant payouts, 50% rev share as standard, on-demand withdrawals, real-time tracking. So basically, it's a world-class affiliate program with groundbreaking features. You have total referred versus volume. That's actually pretty crazy. You can see here, if you get 30 traders that offer $1 million in annual trading volume, that's over the year, you're actually being rewarded with 13 grand. That's actually really good. Even if you get, let's say, which is not too hard, let's say 200 traders annual volume. This is per trade. Wow, you can actually create quite a bit of volume. Like literally total referred 19 million in volume is $207,000 you'll be rewarded. Let's say you get, 100 traders on average, and they each do, you could pretty much understand that most of these are doing a lot in volume. 400 in volume, you're getting $156,000 rewarded. So it's pretty crazy. Definitely make sure to check them out, but that's pretty much going to sum up Spectra. So otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.